Hi, welcome to RockStar Rally. It's Tuesday night. I'm Jennifer Anderson, Superstar Director of Radiant Rockstars. It's my favorite night of the week. But even more my favorite tonight because we get to hear from Superstar Director Extraordinaire, Kristen Ingalls. She's unbelievable, and I can't wait to hear what she has to share tonight. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Kristen and I have known each other for many, many years. And Kristen has been with Scentsy like what, 6, 7 years maybe? So 6 or 7 years ago, I drove 5 hours to go do a party at her house. And she was like, no, I'm not gonna join. Actually, first she was like, maybe I'm gonna join. And I was like, I'll come do a party. She was like, no, I'm not gonna join. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna come do a party then, so you can get free stuff. And she was like, okay, cool, that's fine. And we'll get to see each other. So I drove, we did a party. She had the whole party and like a few people came and she was like, yeah, I'm not gonna join. And I was like, I'm just gonna leave you with a basket party and you can take this to work and like, see if you wanna get some more orders. I brought a basket party with me, duh. So I left it with her. She took it to work and crushed it, joined Scentsy, promoted to Superstar Director in like 2 years or something incredible. She leads Group Wickless Luster and she has a Superstar Director underneath her and she has like, I don't know, 30 something directors. I mean, she's just a boss. She's earned a ton of incentive trips. She makes a lot of money and she could leave her job nursing if she wanted to, but it's part of her calling, but I'll let her tell you all about that. But tonight she's gonna give us her best business tips and what she would have changed had she known then what she knows now. So, K Money, are you ready?
Here we go. Okay. Oh, you can hear me now.
Bingo.
Oh dear. Okay. Oh wow. Now it says the host has spotlighted your video. That was super creepy. I was not ready for that. Okay. So number one, I just want to say thank you to Jen for doing this all the time for all of us. It's just such a blessing. And Jen is a huge blessing in my life. She has been there for a long time and she ain't going anywhere and she's kind of stuck with me. So there's that. I've been with Scentsy now it's been roughly 6 years. It'll be 7 at the end of June in 2021. And I'm not going to lie, it's been a ride. I mean, but in general, life has been a ride, right? Life has been a ride for all of us. So business hasn't been easy always. We go through seasons in business and in life where things seem to be different than they were before, and we just kind of roll through it. So what I really want to talk about tonight is my 5 top tips for business and in life and how to be successful. And then after that, so I'm literally going to give you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like bullet points, like we're in church this morning, because I have extremely bad ADD. And if I don't make an actual timeline, I will do this awful rolling like speech for 30 minutes and get nothing accomplished. So we're going to do bullet points. So number 1, without further ado, top tips in business and in life: own where you are. Say out loud where you are. Where are you in life right now? Where are you? Get familiar where you're at. Assess your surroundings. What does your life look like? What does your business look like? I'm a star consultant. I'm a certified consultant. Say where you are in your business. Where are you? Where are you in your life? Are you single? Are you married? Are you maybe one semester away from graduating, something that you've been doing for a long time? Like, where are you personally right now in your life and your business? A lot of times when we're not happy where we are, instead of stopping and assessing where we are, we're like this hamster on this crazy, like vicious cycle, going, because we don't want to stop. And we don't want to tell ourselves out loud, like, shoot, I should have stopped a long time ago because I'm not happy here. Instead, we do all these things to mask how we really feel. And we don't ever stop to be like, where am I? Where am I today? Where am I mentally, physically, emotionally? Where am I? If you're not in a good place, in your life or in your business, be vulnerable about it. Be so vulnerable that it hits you, because you got to get hit in order to move in this life and in this world. Sometimes we got to be broken. And it's okay to let yourself be broken. We've all been there. We've all been broken. We've all said, shoot, I wish my life didn't look like this right now. I wish my business was in a different place. But you've got to be vulnerable and say where you are. You've got to own that place. Own your scars and your hardships. Every time that I reassess where I am and I look at what season I'm in, there's always scars and hardships, always. But if you don't take those scars and those hardships and learn something from them, what were they even worth? Why'd you do it? Own where you're at in your life and in your business. Look at it. Look at what you've got going on. Your circle of people. In your life, your circle of people, the people that you surround yourself with, your friends, your family, your coworkers, those people. Are those good people in your life? Should they be around you? Should they? Maybe not. I literally took notes. Look at this. Are you where you want to be in your life and your business? Legitimately. Also, Jen, by the way, if I'm like getting close to time, just like kick me or something. Like kick me on the screen. Are you where you want to be in life and in business? We can't go back or change the past, but we have the ability to change the future. That's on you. Are you where you want to be? What do you want to change? Do you want to change your income? Because last time I checked, Scentsy is the kind of company that you can make unlimitless money. You have no limit. There is no cap. My paycheck last month, y'all, if y'all saw it, I mean, I posted on my Instagram story and my Instagram page because like, I want people to see what is possible. This is crazy. I did a video on my director page earlier and was like, listen, guys, this is crazy. It's crazy what we have right in front of us that we can either take and do something with or we don't. But the income that you can make in this business is limitless. It's crazy. What do you want to change? Do you want to change where you live? Do you want to change your full-time job? Do you want to go part-time? Do you want to change the circle that you keep? Like, what do you want to change? Where are you? Assess where you are and what do you want to change about where you are? Maybe you need to forgive someone. Sometimes we get stuck in a place because we can't forgive. Or maybe you're the one that needs to ask forgiveness. Guys, all of us make mistakes. All of us do crappy things sometimes. Sometimes you got to just buckle down and ask for forgiveness. Say you're sorry. There is no harm in admitting that you've done something wrong and asking for forgiveness. I think that's damn good integrity, to be super honest. How can you change your business? Here we go. Y'all better have a pen. If y'all don't have a pen and I wrote all these notes, I am not happy. Number one, maybe you should get organized. Here's what I say all the time to my people. If you are not working your business like you're working your 9-to-5 job, like a business, your office, your desk, your space, if it doesn't look like you're clocking into work when you walk into your office, if it looks like something just exploded in here, how do you expect you're going to get anything accomplished if you don't even know what's happening? You should be working your business like your full-time job in that methodical way. I'm not saying you should be working 8 hours a day. If you're working 8 hours a day, you're doing something very wrong in this business. That's not what it's meant to be. Okay? Side note. However, get organized. Get organized in your office. Get organized with your taxes. Get organized with how well you know the compensation plan. Get organized in your business. The more organized you are, the more structured you are, the better you will work. Get better systems. I'm not going to talk about systems because there are 6,000 videos about systems, but y'all get a system. We all have systems. When I get up to go to work as a nurse, I get up at the same time, make my coffee the same way, go into work the same way. I do everything the same way. Why are we not doing that in our business? Work like a star consultant every single month. 2 recruits, 2,000 PRV. Simple. You work like that for a long time, Not even that long, 6 months, 2,000 PRV, 2 recruits every single month. Train those 2 recruits to be freaking bosses. Guess what you built? A little baby army. For real. Life. Are you happy where you're at in life? Do you take care of yourself? I didn't take care of myself for a long time. I've got 2 boys. They're 11 and 13. I'm a single mom. I went through a bad divorce, not a bad divorce. I went through a divorce almost 2 years ago, and it was a lot. I wasn't taking care of myself. Guess what? My blood pressure's been through the roof. Guess what Kristen Ingalls has been doing? Trying to sit the hell down. Because you got to take care of yourself, y'all. You've got to. And self-care does not have to be expensive. That doesn't mean that you have to go get a $100 massage. Self-care can be picking up a chair, moving it from one side of the room to the other, and making your space feel more zen-like I call it. I'm a hippie. That can be self-care. Are you healthy? Body, mind, and soul. Are you healthy? Okay, number 2. I was only 1. Number 2, my best business tip in life and in business. My best tips, how to be successful. Number 2, what do you want? What do you want out of your life? What do you want out of your business? What do you want? Not what somebody else wants for you. What you were told you should want for yourself. What do you want? Sit down. This should not take you 2 seconds to know. This should take you a good amount of time because you got to dig deep. What do you want? We got to let go of certain seasons to walk into the next. We got to let go. We got to break free. And we have to leave that season feeling whole and feeling clean and feeling ready to move on. Move on to the next season. Let go of the last one. Number 3, tip. Make a timeline. Make a timeline filled with goals, with numbers, and the in-between. Okay, you got to make a timeline. Because if you don't make a timeline, you know what you're going to do? What is it? December of 2020. You're going to watch a video that I'm going to do in December 2021. And what are you going to say? Damn, I watched that girl a year ago. Remember her? I remember her. She told me the same thing last year. And guess what? I'm still in the same spot. Make a legit timeline, methodical timeline. If you don't make a timeline, you're like a hamster spinning out of control. You don't stop to reset. Make a timeline that has your goals on there. How am I going to get to what I want? I'm going to give you guys an example because this is what my 2021 looks like. My goal right now is to buy land. I know I have to save up a certain amount of money in order to buy that land by this time. My goal is to save up 15 grand by April. That's my legit goal. That's my time frame. The next thing is numbers. Make a timeline filled with numbers. How much PRV do I need to have? How much does my paycheck need to be so I can realistically put aside enough money to get to that 15 grand? And then we got to think about the in-between. When we're thinking about a timeline, we got to think about the in-between because you know what's going to happen? Life's going to happen. Monday's going to happen. Kids. Shit, he's sick. I can't go to work. That's not a paycheck. Finances. Things sometimes come up and slap you in the face. And then that money is going to be gone and you're going to have to start over. Here's the thing though. When life comes in the way and when you don't know what to do because you're thrown off your timeline, how do you center yourself back to start over? Not to completely start over, but to start over where you left off. What do you need to do? For me, and y'all see me post about it a lot, for me to center myself again, when life happens, when things come at me, when I feel like I can't physically breathe, literally, my anxiety is so bad, sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. I get in my kitchen, I turn on the music, I pour a glass of wine, and I start cooking. You know why I did that? Because my dad was a chef and I cooked with him my whole childhood. And it brings me back to that place. What do you do when life happens and it throws you off? What do you do? If you don't have something, you need to figure out what to do. Number 4, work your ass off. Work your booty off. If you want something, you have to work for it. When I look back at my life, I've been a lot of things, a lot of places, a lot of people, a lot of things. Every single thing, every season that I've been through in my life, I was a soccer player. I probably could have gone pro if I had done things the right way. Then I became a nurse. I was a nanny first, and I became a nurse. Every single thing that I have done in life up until this point, up until this day, I know without a shadow of a doubt, I have done every single thing that I have given, everything that God has put in my way. I have done it 100%, and I've worked my ass off. I have, in Scentsy, in nursing. I worked at Walmart when my son was born, when I was a single mom, because it was the only job that I could get working overnight. I worked my little ass off at Walmart. I got through nursing school in 3 years. With Scentsy, I built a business. Every season that I have been in, I have worked my butt off. And that feels good. Don't you want to feel like you have legitimately worked 100% as hard as you could in your business and in your life? Because you only get one. You only get one chance, one shot. This is it. This is the end of today, and then tomorrow. Tomorrow starts over. That's it. You only get one chance. Don't you want to feel like you did everything that you could? I have a number 4.5 after 4 because I think that it's super important. You got to give yourself some grace, because life happens and it comes in the way, and you're on number 4 and you're working hard and you're doing it and you're PRV slamming and you're doing all this stuff and you're recruiting all these people. Then your kid gets sick and he's in the hospital. And what happens? You focus on your kid, not your business. And guess what? That's the right thing to do. Give yourself some freaking grace, because life comes in the way. This past year, I'm a nurse. Y'all know I'm a nurse. COVID happened. COVID kicked me in the ass. I had to give up my kids for 2 months because COVID was so bad and I couldn't be around them. In that time, I sprained my back and my hip and I couldn't get off the couch. I couldn't even move. I was by myself. I had no family here. What did I do? I started to drink a lot. Life happened. It came in the way. And you know what happened? You know what Kristen Ingalls did? She got her ass off the couch and she went to work, because I wasn't done. I wasn't done with my dream and my goals. What are you going to do when life happens? Number 5, start again. Because this is going to happen in life. It's going to be literally the cycle. And then you're going to get what you want. I'm going to get that land this year. I'm going to build that dream house. And then what's going to happen? I'm going to have to stop and reset and assess my life and think, where does God want to put me next? What do I want to do next? And I start again. I build my timeline. I put legit numbers on that timeline, and I build and I work my butt off to get the next thing, to do what I'm supposed to do to get to the next goal. One of my biggest things in this life is integrity. Integrity to me is everything. When I die, I want people to remember how hard I worked. That is probably one of the biggest things that I carry with me, is people knowing that I tried my best and I did everything that I could. Okay, we're going to keep moving because I feel like I'm getting 8:55. Okay, what I wish I knew then, almost 6.5 years ago, that I feel like I know now, that I've internalized in life and business, both. Number 1, simplicity. This business can be so simple. This life can be so simple. We make it so complicated. Stop creating more systems when we already have them in place. It's not worth it. It's not. Do what works for you, because you are you. Whatever someone else is doing, that doesn't mean that you have to do it. You know why? Because they're not you and you're not them. And your life is different. Your business is different. And that's what's so beautiful about this business and this company, is that we can create whatever we want. We can build it however we want to. When I started this business, I did it with freaking basket parties, because I have always been a nurse. And for me, it was easier to do a basket party and come into the hospital. Y'all, I built my business in that. I recruited like 40 something people my first year. I earned annual mentor every single year up until like 2 years ago, because I've been a slacker. But I'm saying that on video because after January 1st, it's on. I have been like very methodical about what I'm doing right now. So here's that. But you got to do what works for you and your business. If basket parties work, if online sales work, whatever works for you, freaking do that. Stop trying to be something that you're not. Number 3, give yourself some grace. I have been the hardest person on myself my entire life. I have extremely high standards for myself, extremely high. I mean, shoot, Jen tells me all the time I'm doing well. And I'm like, am I really doing well? I feel like I'm not doing well. Guys, in this business, in almost 7 years, my PRV has only been under 1,000 1 month in almost 7 years. And I still feel like I'm not doing well. I'm the hardest person on myself. I give myself grace now every freaking day. Because if you don't give yourself grace, who's going to? The next thing that I wish I knew, that we all go through seasons in life and in business. And we have to accept that season that we're in. And we have to take those little nuggets from that season and we have to grow with them. Because if we don't take those nuggets from that season that we're given and grow with those nuggets, what was the point? Why did we hurt? Why did we feel? Like, why did we do any of it if we're not going to grow from that season? Another one, stay close to ones who feel like sunshine. I wish y'all knew how much that meant to me. If you have people in your life who don't appreciate you, who don't care about you, and you know deep down they don't. If they don't treat you well, if they don't value you. I talked to my wonderful boyfriend, I'm going to say that out loud, yesterday about value. And I told him that he's treated me better than anybody my entire life. And it's because I feel valued by him. Show the people that you care about, that you value them. Being valued by someone and showing someone that you value them, I want to say is one of the best things in this world that we can do. Value those people. And lastly, communicate until it is out of your hands. If you have to scream from the door what you need to say, scream from the door. Don't wait to tell the people that you love them. Don't wait to forgive people. Don't wait to ask for forgiveness. Don't wait to get your ass off the couch and get to work. This business is not easy, but it is doable. And the only thing that's stopping you from success is you. What in these 5 things that I just said are you missing? You're either missing the fact that you don't want to assess where you are. Maybe you don't want to stop. Maybe you like where you're at. Or maybe you don't, but you don't want to say that you don't like it. There's a lot of people in this world who aren't happy, who don't want to say that they're not happy. Say it out loud. Maybe you're struggling with the next one, which is, what do you want? Maybe you don't know what you want. Why don't you know what you want? Who's in your way that's keeping you from knowing what you want? Who's telling you what you want? Who's making you feel like you need to live some kind of way when you don't need to live that kind of way? Maybe you're not good at timelines. Maybe you need someone to come in your life and help you with that. I have friends who literally think for me sometimes because there are certain things that I'm not good at. I'm not good at taxes. Guess what? I have friends who are. I'm not good at this. Guess what? I have somebody else who's good at that. Maybe you don't want to say that you're not good at something. That's why you got friends. That's why you got people in your circle. Maybe you don't want to work your ass off. Maybe you literally just don't want to work. Maybe you've never been a hard worker. Maybe you're one of those people who's just super negative. Stop being negative. Maybe the last season you went through was so bad that you don't want to start a new one and you're stuck. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Guess where that got me? Nowhere. So it's time to get up and move. It's time to work. Guess what? You got like no time left of 2020, and 2021 is right around the corner. 2020 has been a terrible year for a whole lot of people, but guess what? Tomorrow is new. And we can start over, and you can start your business over whenever you want, which is freaking dope. And you can always start a new chapter in your life in a new season. So I think that's it, Jenny. What time am I supposed to go till? Oh.
You can keep going, girl. You can go till 10:30 if you want.
Anyone have questions?
It'll be me and you at 10:30 if that's the case. Yeah, use the chat box if you have questions. But like, I just wanted to say something. Like, first of all, as your friend, it was so beautiful to listen to everything that you said, because you guys, I need you to know that everything Kristen said is coming out of a place of immense personal growth. And everything that Kristen said is so full of wisdom, and wisdom comes from experience.
I almost feel like I tell them about me so they can understand.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay. I mean, it's kind of a lot. Okay. Am I like, wait, am I frozen?
No, we can
Am I frozen?
We can see you and hear you. You're good.
Great. Okay. So to make a long story short, I come from a place where I have, for a very long time in my life, let people take advantage of me in a lot of different ways, to be super honest. And I never decided that I was okay with who I was as a person. It took me a really, 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 really long time, kind of like 36 years. And because of that, I never truly realized like who I was and what I was capable of. And it took me a really long time to realize what I was capable of as well. And by figuring that out, I had to break down a lot of walls, like break down walls of things that had happened to me when I was younger, when I was a teenager, when I was in my 20s, like all different ways. But while I did that, I realized so many things about not just my business, but life, and how literally my business and my life, just like you guys, y'all, it goes hand in hand. And if you're not okay in your life, like if you're not okay mentally, emotionally, in all those ways, your business, it's not going to do anything. It's going to be stagnant. And it's because you're not okay. And until you can figure out what in yourself, like literally this makes me want to like throw up, cry, all the things, because it's so true. If you do not know what you're lacking in yourself, like where you're stuck, it could be something that happened to you when you were freaking 10 years old and you've been stuck in that moment every single day since then. If you can't figure out how to get past that and how to become free of all of it, you won't grow in business, in life, in anything. You will be stuck. And when I figured that out fully, and I fully accepted where my business was, where I wanted to be, and like what I was capable of truly as a leader in all of it, that's when everything changed in my life and in my business. And I realized that I was a damn boss. And for so long, I didn't accept that. And Jen kept telling me over and over, like, dude, you're a boss. Dude, you're a boss. And I kept being like, okay, but I suck at this. No, I'm a damn boss. And y'all have got to realize that like every single one of you can get full circle to this place, but you got to like break down a whole lot of shit. And it's a lot, but it is so worth it. Like it's so worth it.
There are like so many stages you have to go through, and so many things that you have to break down, and so many things you have to admit, right? And in order to get to that place. But like, as your friend, your sponsor, like watching the journey of personal growth that you've been on over the last couple of years, and to hear you talk tonight, I just can't even tell. Like everything you said, I was like, oh my gosh, you have grown so much, you have changed so much, like you have you've become who you're meant to be, and it's been so beautiful to get to watch the journey, but even more beautiful to celebrate you today as you speak with authority, and as you know who you are and what you want to be and who you want to be and what you want to get. Like it's it's really, really inspiring. And I hope that you are proud, of the journey. And guys, like, Kristen's journey has been tumultuous at times, like hard, difficult, but it's also been good and beautiful. And like this right here is a perfect example of how beautiful journeys can come, like how beautiful things can come from tough times and tumultuous times in our life. And so I just want to like encourage you and give you props and let you know that like it was so beautiful to listen to you talk. And I hope that all of you soak in the wisdom that Kristen offered tonight. She poured out so much wisdom, and I hope that you take it. I hope that you absorb it. I hope it changes you, and I hope you run with it. The thing that you said that I loved the most, and I wanted to recap this because it was so good. She said, you've got to let go of certain seasons in order to be able to move into the next. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good. And it's so good. And like, I've loved watching you do that in your life, but also how much do we do that in our business, right? Where we maybe once were awesome, or once we achieved that annual mentor award and now we're not. And so we're just climbing to try to get back to that or whatever. You have to let go of that in order to be able to move into this next season and move into what's ahead for you. And I thought, yeah, I wrote that down too. I thought it was so profound and so wise and so good for life and business. And I just wanted to like applaud you and let you know that you're awesome. And look at so much love for you in the comments, so much love for you in the chat. Everybody loves what you have to say. I think there are a couple of questions, so let me scroll back just to make sure. Okay, hold on.